So this character is each limb has a proper ham3, ham4 rigid body for each limb, capsules, boxes, whatever your normal character is to use. And also has a character controller and all the usual character things. So the scene itself is geometrically complicated, but it doesn't have the rendering extra niceties like HDR and all the rest that you apply, but it gives the effect anyway. So we have some kind of debris sitting in the corner, and you can walk through that, kick it around, and that's just, the debris only exists on the GPU, and just as all his limbs are being synced up, along with whatever other Havoc 3 or 4 objects are in the scene. So what I can do is I can apply kind of like a slight behavior, like a wind action, which is sort of like the vortex that you saw earlier, except it's kind of just moving around space and there's a few of them happening. It's been exaggerated slightly so that you can see the objects being affected. So they're just kind of swirling around, some of them being picked up, and it's happening all around the scene. So you can see there's lots more debris up the top here and over here. And the wind is, of course, affecting everything. And it's kind of pushing them. You see they're kind of clumping against the collision geometry here. So if I run the character, so if I change this mode back into kind of follow mode, you can just run up the stairs. Just make sure that all the rest of the debris in the scene is still, as we expected. We can still, it's still being affected by the wind. We're still kind of kicking stuff around. So we have more than just wind in here. But let's just add a few more objects anyway. So if I add just a kind of a selection and just keep adding them so that they kind of clump up a bit, you can actually just walk through it. So it's kind of, like Andrew was saying, character speed is kind of unaffected by it because, say, in a character game, the character has to get from A to B at a certain speed or within a certain time. But the debris just reacts as you'd expect, so giving the extra visual effects you want. So you can also add kind of a vortex action along with the wind. I'll just kind of zoom out. So the character is being used as the kind of central point for the action. It's still colliding with all the other objects in the scene. All those objects are still colliding, with the wall. So if we run up against the wall, it goes into, a more Christmas tree kind of effect. So this is kind of what happens when you let programmers write demos. They just, I'm one, so I can laugh. It's okay. It makes no sense. But it gives the effect that you want. So you can imagine this being some sort of, spell, some sort of any sort of kind of guns or anything like that. Anything that you kind of use your particle system for now, we're basically giving you a much, much more complicated system. You can actually have rigid bodies, shapes, and you can still have an awful lot of them